Hello and welcome back to another episode of Discombobulated. I'm, of course, your host, Bobby Jaycox, and if I can't find a way to get rid of all this yellow and green snot coming out of my fucking nose, I'm gonna lose it. If I can't find a way to, when I blow my nose, it doesn't feel like I found a predator inside of my body. It doesn't feel like I'm in space and something went in my body like, "Ugh!" And then I just go and I found it and I blow it out. You have no idea what Bob can do with a fucking snot with boogers right now. Are you kidding me? Dude, I'm a sniper with it. I am a snot sniper right now, dude. I have so much. I went for a walk today to try to clear my sinuses. And on that walk, close one nostril, give it one of those, give it one of those, and give it one of those. And I can look right where I want it and just. I saw an anthill, hit it, napalmed an entire anthill with my snot rocket. Just bye. That's how sick I am. And it's coming out colors. It's coming out colors that if you were coloring, you'd be like, I don't want that one. They're terrible. Greens and yellows that are just thrown by the wayside. That just fucking blow my nose, and it's disgusting. And then you spray stuff up there that says it's supposed to help. And then you blow, and a little bit more comes out. But every once in a while, dude, the ones I live for are the ones in the morning, the ones that I'm not even ready for. I'm just waking up, and I'm like, why can't I breathe out the left side of my face? You know why? Because you got a slug in your nose. You got a big, stinky, gross slug stuck up your nose, Bob. And then you blow that out. And then you go, now I have to figure out how poor I'm going to be this year. I have to figure out what kind of poor guy does Bob want to be this year? Do I want to be the poor guy that's like, help? Is it like that? Do I want to be the poor guy that's like, that guy's kind of cool and just bought us all McDonald's and probably shouldn't have, but had the money to do it? Or those are the only two options. I'm pretending that there might be another option, because anything beyond that is fucking, for Bob, would be killing it. Which would be nice. And someone told me the other day, everyone's mad at the government, which, more power to you or whatever. We're always mad at the government. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm like, yeah, I'm not a fan of the government. And then someone was like, yeah, dude, I don't even know if I want to pay my taxes. I think a bunch of us are going to not pay our taxes. And I have to be like, yeah, way ahead of you. No, I've paid my taxes. You're legally not allowed to check. I mean, I've tried. I've texted my tax guy. I text my tax guy all the time, and he's like, sorry, I left the country. Not a great sign if your tax guy has left the country. Or maybe it's an incredible sign. Maybe he was taking my taxes to Taiwan, and they were like, this guy? They're like crunching the numbers, like, how does he survive? They're like, through sheer willpower. Through sheer willpower. And just shaky headaches, which I just found out the other day. I looked up. I was like, I need to know. I'm 35. I should probably know the amount of protein I need to have in my body. And once I thought I had enough, I was like, oh, this is good. Let me put this into my phone, see where I'm at. I was nowhere near the amount of protein a human being is supposed to have. I didn't even have half of it. So then the next day I tried to eat more, did the math, didn't even touch it. I'm like, okay, I guess that's why I'm feeling fucking dizzy. Okay. And then by the third day, I started the morning. I shoved 4 fucking whole hard eggs in my mouth. Hard-boiled eggs, 4 hard-boiled eggs, fucking a full breakfast. Ate all the other stuff with it. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about my protein. Ate all that. Later made a protein shake. Later had beef. It's what's for dinner. Had all of this fucking meat, a protein shake, everything. And then I checked and I like just made it. And I feel like I'm going to fucking throw up. How the hell am I supposed to? I'm supposed to run and attack a lion and eat the whole thing the other day? That's what I'm supposed to do? I'm supposed to go get a rotisserie chicken and eat the entire thing? I have done it. But it's like, dude, I'm so tired. I literally, like, all day I was trying to get stuff done, and then I'm like, I better go eat again because it says I have to. How the fuck am I supposed to eat and then fucking be poor? I'm poor, so I can't eat. And then I'm so poor. I'm like, I gotta go to I was gonna go to Dollar General, and then I saw a thing that Dollar General kind of steals from you or whatever. And so then I looked it up, and I was like, let me go to Walmart. Let's see how far a Walmart is. And then Keen, Tatum's husband, was like, well, dude, I don't know if you know, there's like a Mexican grocery store, like just the other way of the Dollar General. So I was like, well, I'm gonna go check it out. And you're like, well, Bobby, how do you know it's a Mexican grocery store? Because it was called then whatever grocery store is in Spanish. That grocery, I don't know. I took 2 to 3 years of Spanish. I can't remember how long. I think between 2 and 3 years, 2 and 3 years I spent, and I will tell you, I got straight A's, and that class almost put me into the B range. I had a fucking nightmare time learning Spanish, because you come in and your Spanish teacher's like, this is the last time I'm speaking Spanish, and you're like, hello, what? And then all of a sudden she's like, hola, and you're like, no, wait, hold on. Like in music class, they don't just talk to you in guitar. You're like, well, how do I play this note? And they're like, bow, now. You're like, no, I'm asking, bow, wow. Can I use the bathroom? But in Spanish class, I'm like, may I use the bathroom? Like, the baño? I'm like, oh my God. I do know a couple words. I know like izquierda, derecha. I remember those 2 words, and I have been drunk in an Uber saying it, and the guy was like, I don't speak. And I'm derecha. Okay. And so I went to this, I made it to a Mexican grocery store, and I was like whenever I went to go get the chicken, they don't speak English and I don't speak Spanish. I almost wanted to show them my grades. I almost wanted to show them my Spanish grades, but I literally almost didn't get to eat because I was like, because I didn't want to say pollo because I feel like they would have known I was like, all I was doing was cutting out hermanos. I was cutting out hermanos because I feel like they could tell that I was saying like a pollo hermanos. So I didn't want to. I was like, can I get no? And I was like, I was gonna get chicken, but I also wanted. I had no idea how to say beef, and I'm definitely not gonna be like. I'm like, I don't. So I just go, can I get and I was like trying to say the amount or whatever, and she kind of smiled and then looked behind her, and then I was like, I don't need to eat. It's okay. And I just like started like walking like down away, and I was like, man, I really need to. I could just be like, just say 2 pounds, and then point. And we were doing that. We just used our fingers. We were using fingers is the universal language, and so we were like 2. And she's like this. I'm like, no. And it's the only store I'm going to go to now because it was incredible, dude. We got the beef, we got the chicken, and they both tasted so fucking good. I'm not sure. Maybe it was like whatever, but like I feel like sometimes when you get food from like Walmart, like I don't know, it definitely has something in there that's not all chicken. Like I feel like every time you eat it, you're like, okay, I think they're testing new microplastics in this. They're like, how much can we shove in before someone dies? And they're like, I don't know. They're like, well, it's not that much. So yeah, I went there, and and then I started like walking around, and it's like everything. There's a lot of stuff that is written in English, but just no one speaks English, and I don't speak Spanish. And the whole time I was like, man, I really should have paid attention in class. But like, I mean, that's if I would have paid attention in Spanish class just for this one moment, I do still think if I would have like been like the best in my class at it, I still think I would have had trouble getting chick in there. But I'm going to keep going back and practicing. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep going back and practicing. But I'm also not going to be that guy that like you can tell that I'm practicing. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like I'm not going to go in and be like, "Hola!" Like I'm not going to be a nightmare. Cuz also I sincerely don't know this because I remember when I was speaking like trying to speak Spanish, like am I supposed to speak like me? Or am I supposed to like purr and do all of like those things? Because like Tatum will do that sometimes. Like people will be like, where are you from? She's like, I'm from New Mexico. I'm like, and she can say that, but I'm like it just makes me laugh because I always think of that Mike. There's a comedian Mike McRae, and he had a joke where he's like, yeah, no, we don't do that with everything. He goes, we don't do that with like McDonald's. Oh, you go to the Scottish place, McDonald's. I just think that's funny. Oh, yeah. So I'm not gonna be the guy. I'm not gonna be like over the top. I'm not gonna walk into the Mexican grocery store like, hola, muchachos, I'm niños. Cuando es? I can't. I'm trying to think of all the mi perro es loco. You don't have a dog. I know. But yeah, I want to go there because it's so much better than when you go to a Walmart where everyone speaks your language, but no one will talk to you. Hi, excuse me, can you help me? And I love I love being at like a Walmart where you're like, dude, God, I got to ask this because I think they're starting to keep like shampoo by the electronics now. I don't know what the fuck. I have no idea what's going on. So you'll see someone in like a Walmart like vest and you're like, excuse me. And you watch them and you see their shoulders herd you. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like you'd be like, excuse me. And you see their shoulders are like, hey, and their brain's like, shut the fuck up, shoulders. Just keep walking. Excuse me. Do you guys have paper towels anymore? Did you guys stop doing paper towels? That's a thought I'll have. Like, if the paper towels aren't where I think they are, like where they should be, I go, they just don't have that anymore. That made more sense to me. Like, dude, I was literally looking for shampoo and I couldn't find it. I could only find lotion and body wash. And I kept going around that area and like circling it. And then eventually I had to ask, I was like, excuse me. And you could she was nice. There was a lady that was so nice. Oh, and you know why? Because she didn't really speak very good English. Or she did, and I just couldn't understand her. That's also could have been a thing. But she was so nice. Like I was like, where's shampoo? And she's like, no. She's like, we keep it. You got to go in the cosmetics area, which I didn't know that. How long have they been doing that? Is that like a separate thing? I don't know. Like, I'm a guy, and even though I have like long hair, I've been using the same shampoo since like my ex-girlfriend. She had given me some shampoo, and I found it the other day, and I've been using it since my last apartment. I don't know what to tell you. And so eventually, you need to get new shampoo, and you're like, what? What the fuck? Being a guy is so weird. Because all of a sudden, you're just at the end of a thing, just going, and you're like, oh, shit. I guess I don't want my hair to stink. And then you're like, I guess I got to go get it. And you're like, do I need Hims now? Is my hair receding, or is that just what happens with hair? I don't care about looks. Oh, corner of my head. Oh, my God. So, yeah. I'm done with Walmarts. I'm only going to Mexican grocery stores, and I'm going to start practicing my Spanish. Not there though. I'm not. That's again. I can't stress that enough. That I'm not going to show up to their establishments and then do that like that's. It's just not. It's not respectful. It's not. That's it. It's mostly just not respectful. Like I'm just gonna go there. Like, okay, you guys ready? You'll be me. You'll be working at La. I don't know what it's called. I'm gonna learn that. That's what I'm gonna learn. And then I'm not gonna like tell them that. I'm not gonna be like, I know what that means outside. Like they're like, oh, dang, you figured it out. I'm not trying to do any of that either. I just want to go in there and hi. Like I'm next, so you say something so big. Hi. See, I already fucked. Hola. And then you still think because it's like if I talk to dos. I don't know how to say pounds. What do you think? Let me take a guess. What would pounds be? Lobas. Dos lobas. Because even if you try, like and people, you might be like, you shouldn't try. I never get mad if someone's trying to speak English to me and can't. I'm like, what? Go ahead. What'd you say? Go ahead. What? Unless you're calling them on the phone, and then eventually, if they're like being rude to you, they're like, no. And you're like, I really just want to know if this is a fraudulent check. But anyway, so hola, dos lobas, aquí. I don't think I'm supposed to say aquí either. Pollo. Oh wait, where do you put the pollos dos lobas? Chicken 2 pounds? Is that no? I don't. They do something with that, and I don't think I have to give a verb. I don't think I have to give a verb if I don't know the person. I don't think if I don't know you, I don't think I have to give any verbs. I think just saying dos lobas, pollos, and I won't say hermanos, but I will be thinking it the entire time. Oh, God. Yeah, I do like a good-ass, cute-ass little grocery store. And, all the food was, so much more fresh. And then I asked for it, and she gave me the beef and the chicken, in, a grocery bag. They basically, they put it in a bag, they spin it around, they put a sticker on it, and I love that. Why? Because I'm 35, and sometimes you run out of things to be excited about. So you start getting excited about, how they package things, or, I'm at the age now where whenever it's how it's made comes on, I feel like I have to. I get FOMO if I don't watch that. I'm like, God, I do need to know how toilet seats are made. Yes, on a large scale, I need to know how the top of the shitters are made. Not proud of it, but I do. Hang on, I need to check something really quick. I just need to make sure that no one's trying to call me. And no one is.
That sounded so sad. I just wanted to make sure that no one was trying to reach out to me, and I was correct. Tatum.
Yeah, Tatum thinks I'm coming to pick her up from the airport because she thought it was too late and for her husband and her daughter, but they can't wait to see her. So they're like, dude, we'll go pick her up. Just let her know. Let her think that you're doing it, which is so, it is fun to me, but I don't have a good relationship with lying, if that makes sense. It's not clothes that fits well on me. I don't wear it well, even whenever it's a fib like this. I'm kind of like what's that sketch from SNL where she's like, oh, it's a surprise, and she can't hold it in. I'm a little like that, and so, but it's just for the truth or what. I'm like, oh, I'm parked right now. She's like, and I'll pay for your parking if you have to wait for too long. I'm like, oh, it's fine, dude. I'll park and I'll wait. You just let me know you're Terminal A, right? And then so I'm texting him, I'm like, you're Terminal A. And so you have to figure out, where everything is. And I like doing that, but it feels a little dismissive. I did that to my buddy Dom. I was I was talking to him on the phone and he didn't know I was on my way to New Jersey. And he was running an open mic that night. I was like, dude, I want to come out to that mic. Little did he know, Michael's coming to the microphone. So yeah, that was it was plenty of fun to send them on their way and also not have to drive anywhere because my back had a rough day today. We had a rough go. I've been working it out, which I think kind of happens. I think sometimes you work it out, and because I've been working it out, it's been feeling better. But then it rebound tenderness or whatever the fuck it is, and it just it did not feel good today. I had to lay down. I had to lay down and listen to Coldplay. I literally had to lay down and put my knees up, and I'm like, when you try your best, but you don't succeed. When you get what you want, but not what you need. When your back fucking hurts and you can't sleep. Stuck in your bed. My back hurts so much and ignites my bones. And I will try to fix it. Stretch it, go for a walk and not sleep ever again. Oh my God, my back hurts again. So it was a bad back day, but you know what I did is I just fucking pushed right through it. And I kind of realized that me not being on the road and not having to drive has been giving me that feeling back of my own back doesn't have to hurt all the time, because you're not supposed to sit. I've heard, and I also there's a lot of things that can happen to your derriere from sitting too much. And I am a long shitter. We know this. I am a long distance driver. We know this. And I also, I am good company. So I'm usually sitting on, what would be a very cool, comfy couch, which is never good for your back. And here's the thing. If one more fucking person, if I say, I'm not that tall. Well, you're not that short. That's what you say to short people, and stop doing it. And so, but I'm not couch tall. I'll tell you that. You don't have to be that tall, but I'm definitely not couch tall. My femurs didn't get enough milk when I was a little boy. My mom let a company feed me their formula instead of giving me her tits. You wanted your mom's tits? I used to. I used to be a little gay for my mom's tits. And she put me in conversion therapy and made me just drink formula. Oh, what a fun day. What the fuck was I talking about? I was talking about my back, talking about my mom's tits. And my femur. Oh yeah, I'm not tall enough for a couch. I sit on a couch and I have to do that thing where I'm you can either do, if you're short, you can either do this. You can either sit on a couch and you can own it, but even owning it isn't comfortable, because then you kind of have to do this and your legs kind of have to fucking just sit out a little bit. And that's not very comfy. And then you kind of scoot to the edge of it and you kind of pretend you're you'll see me do this thing. It's I kind of sit on the edge as if I'm maybe a pastor, but kind of a cool pastor, kind of hanging out. I'm just and the whole time you're just man, I really, if I slouch backwards, everyone's going to think that I'm the same fucking height I really am. But if I sit like this, they might think I'm a pastor or something. So you have to sit like that, and that fucking sucks. I would love to be tall and sit on a couch, just fucking sit in the back, put my arm like this, and then ask for a beer and someone brings it. If you fit in a couch, they'll bring you a beer. I can't have my feet up in a couch and go, bring me a Bud Light. I can't. That's crazy. Having my feet up and having someone bring me a Bud Light. Thank you. Get out of here. But if you fit in a couch, you get. And I mean, that goes for men and women. If you're a woman and you fit in a couch too, and you're like, bring me a Bud Light, someone will bring you a Bud Light. For real. When you try your best, but you don't succeed. I tried to blow all my boogers out before the pod, and I think I got most of them. And I got this one here, but it's clogged, but I don't think I could. I would love to end the pod by being fucking just snotting out the screen. but we don't have the capabilities for something like that. We don't have the boogers. We don't have the technology, the booger technology right now. But what we do have is an oil diffuser, and I bought this oil diffuser with the intention of making my whole room smell good. I was like, let me get like an oil diffuser, and I'll tell you what it does. It doesn't really make a room smell good. What it will do is every couple of seconds make you go, God damn, that's a lot of fucking wintergreen or whatever. That's like, you'll just be like, wow. And then it'll just go back to smelling like nothing. And I kept it on the other night while I was sleeping, and I kept having dreams that I was like in a forest and then nothing. Oh, and then a forest and then nothing. Wow, what a beautiful nothing. That's a kind of that's what an oil diffuser will do. Also, I think it does this. I found this out today, and I think it blows out even though it's not a real flame. Does that make sense? Like I'm touching it, it's not hot. But watch. Wait. Yeah, see? That's kind of cool, right? It's kind of cool. What is this, a fucking promo for oil diffusers? No, I just thought that was kind of cute that they like how does that work? That's not. Hey, put that on how it's made. Let me get some of that oil. Hey, can I get some of that diffused oil? Thank you. Do you like to do dabs? No, I dude. Also, what's really funny is whenever like things that are sold for weed have to be sold as if they're for something else. And like, there's like a dab rig thing, and I love whenever people are like, and by the way, like you'll go to like a, like a, like a weed store, like a head shop. You go to a head shop, and dude, anytime I'm looking for like, some weed paraphernalia, some or whatever, there's always like a part where you like, because I like to ask about the dabs, and they're like, oh, just so you know, too, and it's like an oil diffuser, and you can like fly with this too. Like if they ask what this is, you're like, oh, it's an oil diffuser, and you're like, who in the fuck needs to diffuse oils in fucking Phoenix, Arizona? Who's traveling with an oil diffuser? Probably someone also traveling with a bong. If this really is an oil diffuser, then I am going to check the rest of your shit. What is this thing that says Daberinos on it? Oh, that's just for that's just so that I can smell lemon. That whole contraption that has a thing, and on the outside it says it's a bunch of smoke, and it's a little guy smoking, a little gremlin smoking. That right there is so that I can have a little bit of rosemary smell as soon as I land in Nebraska. Okay, carry on. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Also, can we, I think it's been long enough. I don't know how to say this, but like, can we, I know it's for national safety, and I get that, but like we've been so good for so, not even us, and it wasn't even us that did this, a few bad apples, might have done some bad deeds at an airport. Can we just take a couple swings at like, what if we just are allowed to just go to, because everything else already sucks. It already feels enough like a train station, like the luxury of flying. Like I know people that are like, yeah, if I go to the airport, I still dress nice. Yeah. If I go to the airport, I still dress nice. I'm like, oh, really? Okay, cool. Well, I don't, mostly because I don't like to yell at a suit. Bobby, you yell at a suit. No, there's a difference between yelling at someone and then someone not listening, and then you get to do like the, okay. I do like those. So you're telling me you can't give me a refund, but I'm supposed to go outside in a blizzard and there's no cars left? Well, we're not allowed to legally tell you that, but legally we can't legally not tell you legally that. And I'm like, this is, and then if one more person's like, you drive all over the country? I would only fly. Well, that's cool. You probably don't do it that much. That was such a good fart. I'm actually scared to talk back into this. Stinky Bob, you fucking stinker. Ugh. I'm selling this microphone. If you want it,
Oh no!
It's definitely not the microphone, but it is the area. Hey, this oil diffuser should really kick in right now. Oh my God. Dude. Oh, dude, since we're talking about with TSA and the oil diffuser, also, oh my God, dude, I need to save because I do get pulled. I have been pulled. I guess I travel that much or whatever, but like I'll get pulled and they fucking grab your nuts. They get up in there. And I would just love to have a fart ready to go. Like the next time they go up into your nuts, wouldn't that be incredible? Just a little, I say a little prayer for you. Then I get on a flight that will not go yet. It is delayed again, but why are we on the tarmac? This sucks. Ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, we are, Is there a class on teaching you how to talk like the idea if ChatGPT was talking like a cool guy? Like, where does that come? Ladies and gentlemen, I would just like to let you know. And then also, I don't need your jokes. Every 1 in 25 will get a good joke. I do not need your jokes. Now, I'm not trying to sound like I'm a comedian, like I'm better than, I'm like, oh, this guy, I'm just like, have better jokes, which you're not allowed to have because there's children on the plane, so you can't be like, hey, who's fucking going to Vegas, dipshits? Like, you can't do that. But I don't like when you get on there and they're like, all right, everyone's here's going to like Oklahoma City. But you get on the flight, and they're like, oh, hey, everybody here ready to go to Cancun? Just kidding, you're going to a worse place. That's not okay to do. I already know I'm not making money in the city I'm going to. Don't remind me of other places on the planet. Because this is my point. I think the joke would work if he was like, hey, here, everybody ready to go get sucked off in Schenectady? That's fucking funny. Hey, Schenectady, you want to get sucked off? If the pilot was allowed to do that or get on and like burp and then go, oh, ladies and gentlemen, just kidding, I'm not drunk, would love it. But they can't do that. They're not, Jesus Christ, Bob, what did you eat for dinner? Fucking farts? But the thing is, okay, oil diffuser on. Fuck. Oh, it smells like pine needles and Bobby's asshole. It smells like pine needles and old chicken nuggets. So the point is, if you're not allowed to be funny, I don't really need your jokes. And then also what I really hate is when they say the joke and so many fucking losers. And I don't say that word lightly. I because I like the word loser. But I mean this in a real like fucking low life idiots. Hey, everyone ready to go to Cancun? Fucking doing this with a baby on their knee. Everybody ready to go to Cancun? Like, I can't handle that. I really can't. I cannot. And dude, and I was on a flight where a guy was like trying to talk to me, and I was like, bro, like I was just like, I almost like was like, dude, I don't want to talk to you, and I knew that was mean, but I also knew he had nothing to say, and I know that sounds shitty, like you shouldn't just talk to people if you can get something from them. So I talked to the guy. I just did the thing that you said in your head to fucking you wish you could say to me. I did it. So good on you. The thing you wanted to do happened. So I did talk to him. So long, and then he said, I don't know, I think I was talking about this on the bonus episode, I don't remember, but he was like, oh yeah, and you're a comedian? I'm like, yeah, I am. Yes, I am a comedian. And we kept talking about him, and then we kept talking about him, and then eventually he goes, you can probably talk about this in your comedy act. And I was like, what? And he's like, how annoying some guy was next to you, wouldn't stop talking. And I'm like, well, where is the punchline? And he goes, well, I don't know, I figured you can make it funny or whatever. And I'm like, all right, cool. I got some teeth. Why don't you fucking go fucking put some of those in your mouth. Anyway, he didn't have teeth. Which also, dude, I want to find like we're not far away from a billionaire who doesn't have teeth. And I'm not talking like I'm just saying like There's going to be a guy that's like, well, I made $1 billion. Are you getting teeth? Fuck, no, I ain't getting teeth. I'm a billionaire. What do I need teeth for? I got $1 billion. You think I'm going to go to that dentist? No, I'm going to go Cancun with this fucking, and I'm going to fly the plane. Oh, my God. Dude. There's it's to me, whenever I think about billionaires, I kind of think of billionaires in the same ways literally like a villain from like a comic book. Like I'm like, they don't seem real. Dude, I've had the most money I've had would be the least amount of money to like a lot of people. And I felt so guilty with that money. I was like, ugh. There's people that could really use it or whatever. And then you'll hear someone be like, man, one time I only made $80,000 one year. And you're like, you mean 1 year or all the years of your life? When you say you mean all the years of your life or what? So that's just how I feel. Anyway, that's the pod. Thank you so much. And thank you for listening. Thank you for joining the Patreon. To everyone on the Patreon, thank you so much. I really appreciate the love, and it really does go a long way. And you can join for as little as $1. And you can buy merch on my website. You can also come out and see me do a show. You can also send me an oil diffuser. That's not so much better than my farts. Love you. Kisses. Bye. Bye. Oh, shit.